Peace, family. So I got some audio and video, and we're going to slowly walk through and talk about it how we normally do. But the first one I got is of a black Chicago city councilwoman. I don't know this sister's name, but this sister is passionate about what she believes in, and she always standing up, speaking out, and speaking truth to power on the front lines for foundational Black American issues up there in Chicago. And I got love for this sister. And anybody standing up for the family like that, I got love for, and they my family. So we're going to slowly walk through and talk about this thing. Fair use. Hold on, family. You don't have no signs about black people hating on immigrants because black people ain't got no reason to hate on them. What happened was fair use as well. What happened was up there in Chicago, a dude by the name of Bob Avakian, he must have put up a sign that black people were hating on immigrants, trying to compare, like, we don't want them in the community, this, that, and the other, trying to compare um, the black fight that we went through in this country, foundational Black American fight, to the immigrant fight. Totally two different things. These people are fleeing over here in mass boatloads, and they being dumped in our community. So we got a right to give some pushback and resistance to this. And black people don't hate on no immigrants. And truth be told, this guy, Bob Avakian, or whatever his name was, something of that nature, he deserved to have a hate crime put on him for trying to attach this nonsense of saying that we hating on people. That's a hate crime in itself. But let's continue. We have maybe all our names on. Let me tell you something. You get them signs down. Anytime that Alderman Lawson, get him, sister. Silverstein, and what's that other? Cesar Lopez. Sit up here and talk about how they should get a hate crime bill because SWAT sticks was in Ziploc bags in that community. They hung this in our community. We want it off the polls. We want that to be the beginning of a hate crime. And that organization, which is a white liberal organization, like in the words of Malcolm X, who told us what? That the white liberal is the worst enemy to the black man. Coming up in here. See, they act like it's a crime that we push back and say we don't want all these damn immigrants being thrown in the foundational Black American community. Take them to your community. Better yet, why don't you send them back to wherever they came from? These people are fleeing because their homelands is being oppressed, but that ain't our problem. Fix it up. We as foundational Black Americans, we never ran. The United States would have never been what it is, if it wasn't for foundational Black Americans. We built it up and never ran. And these people need to take a play out of our handbook and stop running over here when things get rough. They act like the United States is a damn ATM where they could come from and get free resources and a leg up whenever they need it. But the problem is with that, who's paying for it? Us decent, hardworking, tax-paying citizens is the ones that's paying for it. Insane. And they act like we got to go along to get along and not give no pushback and resistance to them being thrown over top of us. Damn that. But let's continue. Say that, sister. Say that. Tell y'all something over there. She passionate. We're done. The Democratic Party is done. You ain't gonna run. Y'all gonna abuse us. They get to abuse the Black Americans. Come in here and go clean it up. I'm coming over. You leave the Democratic Party. Do just like R.K. Jr. Just do like that Tulsa lady. You better get up out the Democratic Party. Save yourself. Save your families. Save your dignity. Save your jobs. And save your seats. Because if y'all don't, we coming for your seats. We ain't taking this no more. We ain't taking no more from a bunch of people who have broken into the country and now have completely broke the city, have completely broke the country, have completely disgraced. Get him, sister. Speak the truth to power. America is a disgrace. And for the, oh my God, for the solution, you give us a fake, black, cackling head of a candidate with a vice president that's talking about he want to put tampons in the boys' bathroom. See, and I ain't for neither party. Don't get me wrong, because neither party got nothing that they offering for foundational Black Americans. So I ain't voting. But with the Democrats, they want to flood us out with mass immigration in the Black community to undermine our needs. They directly doing this.
to undermine our needs. That's the purpose of it, to undermine our needs and issues, and for us to stop us from getting reparations and things of that nature. That's why they're doing it. But it's all done by design, and they expect us to just go along to get along, and not give no pushback and resistance to it. And Democrats, they directly trying to push all of this rainbow gang stuff and all of this weird stuff onto our young, and I don't rock with that. I don't rock with that one bit. But I also don't rock with Trump. But we got to be truthful about things and expose them for what they are. Because I'm only married to the upliftment of foundational Black Americans. I ain't married to neither party, so I got no interest, and I don't give a damn about neither party. Only thing I care about is my people getting that massive leg up that we rightfully deserve. Truth be told.
The number one function of a president is to be the commander in chief. You tell me anything about a Kamala Harris that looked like she could protect this country after y'all have sat up here and they get it overridden with a bunch of illegal immigrants.
Them Chicago citizens, Black Chicago, they tired.
And you telling me a tampon man that ran from duty don't even know what his rule was. Kamala Harris, who don't know what race she is, gonna protect this country? The devil is a lie. Y'all better get your signs down. Yeah, I know that.
Yeah, see that Bob Avakian, whoever put the guy that put them signs up, he needs charged with a hate crime. You don't sit there and try to make it like our people up there in Chicago or anywhere in America is hating on some damn immigrants. We made the lane for them to come over here through civil rights and fighting for immigration. But I wish we wouldn't have. In hindsight, I wish we wouldn't have did that because our needs is now getting suppressed and buried in the over top of their interests. Their interest is getting prioritized while ours is getting pushed to the bottom of the barrel. Damn that. And we supposed to give some pushback and resistance to it, but foundational Black Americans ain't hating on nobody. And I got love for that sister up there in Chicago, that's that councilwoman, because she's always on the front lines every time I see her, and she's using her voice to speak truth to power and lift up our people, and that's commendable. I salute her on that. But let's continue on. I got some video of a Haitian woman up there in Springfield, Ohio, I believe, family. This woman ate a damn cat. They kidnapping cats, doing all sorts of weird and sick things. You know what I mean? These people, because they emptying out the jails and the insane asylums, like Trump is saying, and these Haitians up there eating cats. It is what it is. See, they want to try to make it like Trump is crazy, saying false news, things like that. Trump is speaking the truth. We got to call things for what they are. Like I said, I ain't married to anything, neither party. I'm only married to truth and the upliftment of foundational Black Americans, and Trump kept it a buck on that. They are up there, eating these Haitians up there, eating cats and taking ducks from parks and doing all sorts of weird and sick things all around America. They take it over in Aurora, Colorado, pushing the residents out of that apartment complex, and white and Black people alike are complaining about these damn immigrants. Truth be told, because I seen a brother up there complaining about what's going on in Ohio. But in the video I got, I'm a show later on in this video is a white woman complaining about the same thing. But I'm gonna show y'all some audio and video of this, family, real quick. This is crazy with this woman eating a cat, and they got the footage of it. Police got her for it too. Here we go. Hold on. Fair use.
What did you do? Why'd you kill the cat?
Kill the cat, family.
Smile for me. Smile with you. Go like this. Did you eat that cat?
Insane.
Did you eat it? No, why'd you kill it? Did you guys see all this?
No, we pulled up and she was just laying there with me.
Did you see her eating it?
Eating it.
She was eating it?
Yeah.
The eyewitnesses say this woman was eating it, but let's continue on. Damn, this is crazy, family. We can't have these people over here doing this kind of stuff, eating cats, taking shits in the street. They act like this is, their home country where this is the norm. And I know this ain't all of the Haitian family or all immigrants, period, but it certainly exists. We got to talk about it. And 9 times out of 10, they bringing them into the foundational Black American community. They ain't taking them to their community. We don't want this kind of stuff. It brings elements of crime and all of that to the foundational Black American community. And we ain't supposed to be cool with this.
You call the Humane Society, see if they'll come pick this cat up. It's deceased.
Hold on just a second, family. Okay, I got another video I want to show to the family too. Just a second. Let me see. Okay, this is that white woman I was telling you. And it's several people, black and white, speaking out against this immigrant issue. Saying that it's true what's being said by Trump. They just don't want to put that out there in the eyes of the public because it goes against the narrative that the Democratic plantation wants to push. But let me find this video. I just had it. Here she go. Fair use.
About 60,000 residents.
Fair use.
Hey, Patriots. So I didn't want to believe what I'm about to tell you, but after researching, looking into it in Ohio, I actually have people out in Ohio.
She got family out there, people she knows.
Accuracy to this story. So Springfield is a small town in Ohio. 4 years ago, it had about 60,000 residents. Under Harris and Biden, 20,000 Haitian immigrants were shipped to Springfield, Ohio.
See, every time I watched a little bit of that debate too, and every time Trump was bringing up the immigration issue, she was I didn't watch the whole thing though, but she was spinning it too. We need unity, this, that, and the other. Unity at the expense of getting our needs suppressed as Americans, especially foundational Black Americans. I ain't rocking with that. We ain't supposed to want some. It sounds good, unity, but not at our expense. They dumping these immigrants into the foundational Black American community by the boatloads, and they doing all this weird and sick stuff, and we supposed to just go along to get along. And Harris never answers that when she's always asked about this immigration because it was directly under her and Biden's regime that they let all this mass immigration into the country. Thousands and millions of people, and these people ain't never going home, family. And it's more than what they report. And these people ain't never going home. They getting a leg up and they bringing elements of crime, gangs, and all of that to the foundational Black American community, all of that to the United States for that matter. But let's continue.
These Haitians, and I'm not saying all of them, but some of them are literally like going to parks, how we feed the ducks or whatever. They are taking ducks and cutting their heads off and taking them home to eat them, to cook them and eat them. There was a neighbor that was missing her cat. She couldn't find her cat. One day she came home from work. As soon as she stepped out of her car, looked towards a neighbor's house where Haitians lived, and saw her cat hanging from a branch like you do like a deer when you're field dressing or butchering. And they were carving the cat up to eat.
They had this woman cat hanging, covering it up to eat it. Insane. And this kind of stuff, I'm glad the delineation movement is in full bloom because now they calling this stuff out for Haitians. But years ago they would try to dump this stuff on the foundational Black American society, and we the face of blackness. When you think of blackness, 9 times out of 10 you think about foundational Black Americans. So I'm glad that the delineation movement and this is getting thrown on them rather than us, because we ain't out here, never in a million years will we be out here doing no nonsense like this. I don't care if a foundational Black American was homeless. They go to a shelter before they take a damn cat off the street, kill it, and use it to eat. This is insanity, family. We can't have this kind of stuff. And Trump is right when he's saying that. So don't be fooled by the big news media outlets because they trying to flip the narrative, because most of them are on the side of the Democratic plantation. They Democratic shield news outlets and platforms. Trump wasn't lying with that when he said that they out there eating ducks, kidnapping ducks from the park, kidnapping people's pets to eat them. They certainly are, family. But let's continue.
Been doing this to dogs. They've been doing it at Snyder Park.
Dogs too. You heard that?
And the geese. This is Harris and Biden's.
It's their regime.
People into Ohio. So if you're out in Ohio, please watch your animals. If you're anywhere, really, please watch your animals because their customs are not the same as ours, obviously, and this is just so wrong. It's disgusting, but it is in fact true. So please be safe. Keep your pets inside. Keep your cats inside. I see a ton of cats roaming around all the time, and then I get like alerts that somebody's cat's missing. I'm like, keep your cats inside. I don't know, but just be safe, guys. And yeah, pray for the animals.
Yeah, this is crazy, family. We can't have this kind of stuff. Like I said, they emptying out these jails. It's going on all over America, Aurora, Colorado, New York, Chicago's complaining, and we supposed to just go along to get along and not say nothing. You know, this the Democratic plantation under their regime, they let all this damn mass immigration in here. And I ain't for neither party, but Trump was absolutely right when he said about them eating cats and stuff like that, and they eating people's pets. You know, this is insanity. You know, the line must be drawn, and anyone voting, especially if you foundational Black American voting for the Democratic plantation, you voting against your own best interests and needs. Like I always say, I think we should sit it out and hold the vote because neither party got nothing tangible for foundational Black Americans, and we supposed to just go along to get along and vote for this Democratic plantation. They want to shame Black folks into voting for them, and voting for them has gotten us nowhere, you know. And it's just nonsense what's going on out here. This immigration thing, man, it really gets me how they're just so willing to bring all these immigrants in and give them homes out there in California. They're giving them up to $150,000 for home ownership. These people ain't never going home. They gave them a leg up, and this is what's these immigrants, they done got their reparations because when they come to America, that's a form of reparations they giving to them. You know, they giving them a leg up, and we the ones that um, are old and they still don't want to produce justice and give us our leg up in the form of reparations. Just something to think about. But Trump ain't lying when he's saying they running amok. They running amok all around the United States, and now they doing the most sickest and vile things, eating animals, you know, shitting in the streets. You know, the line must be drawn, family. Wake up and be aware, because to be aware is to be alive. Just my thoughts on the matter. Peace.